Hello and welcome to Lockdown Fencing Workout with me, Coach Paul. Obviously this workout has nothing in common with the Joe Wicks PE workouts. There's no sense of inspiration, no sense of imitation, completely different, completely original, and in no way structurally similar to the aforementioned presenter. Okay, so today we will do, this time, similar structure, 2 sets of exercises, but this time we're doing the spinal tap approach. We're going up to 11 exercises per set. Imagine that, 11 exercises. This one goes up to 11 times 2. Obviously, if I was designing a workout program for the Home Secretary, Priti Patel, each set would go up to 11-4. But in this case, 11 exercises per set, okay? So we're mostly getting the strength and conditioning exercises for the body done first, and then we're going to concentrate on footwork, and this time we'll do a minute per footwork exercise because you just need a bit longer to get the technique right, okay? And again, we'll have a little focus this time on single leg movements. So what this will enable us to do is to take it up to the next level, but it will also enable us to develop what we did last time and make it more effective for when you do try and use the technique we're working on today in a fencing bout. Okay, so we're going to start with the warm-up and we're going to do rope pulls. So feet about shoulder width apart, just soften the knees, and you're imagining one hand at a time. You're really reaching for the rope, really reaching level with the shoulders. So you're actually rotating a little bit with this. So the shoulders are pushing forwards, okay? And you're pulling that rope towards you, just with a little softness in the knees as well. Okay, next up, the W's, okay? So it's the kind of hands up position, okay? It wasn't me trying to rob the bank, honest. And we're just gonna squeeze the shoulder blades down as we move the elbows towards the ground. And as you can see, it creates a W shape, okay? And this is really just serving to really fire up all those muscles around the shoulder blade in the shoulders that can get quite kind of tired and a little bit hunched if you spent ages on the couch. Why wouldn't you during lockdown? Or for example, you being hunched over some study, some work, hunched over your laptop, and you're just rounding out a little bit. And that kind of rounding out of the back is not a good quality for a fencer, okay? Because it just fractionally slows the sword arm down. It's not quite so loose. There's a little tension in the shoulder. So we're just helping to really fire up those muscles so they work properly when we go into the exercises. Okay, feet still shoulder width apart, a little softness in the knees, fingers linked in front of chin, and we're just going to rotate 10 times in each direction. You don't have to push this too far, just some nice gentle rotations until you're feeling some resistance, but we're not trying to tear ourselves in two here. And again, this just helps freeze up the upper torso from the lower torso because they've got to be independent. That kind of independence of body parts is one of the kind of subtle themes, really, of today's workout. Okay, that's all good. Next up, we're going to do the lunge matrix, okay? So what you do is you lift a knee and you're going to lunge forwards, okay? Just a normal lunge, not a fencing lunge, both feet facing fully forward. And then recover with that same leg that went out to the front. You know, go to the side, okay? And with that same leg that went to the side, that goes backwards. And recover. Now the other leg goes backwards. And the other leg goes out to the side, as you can see. I'm having to adjust my position because I just don't have the space. But this does demonstrate that even with a small space such as this, you can still do an effective workout for your overall fitness for fencing and also do some technical exercises as well. Okay, same thing again. And again, these are the dynamic range of warm-up exercises really that have become much more the norm in recent years because we've got a little smarter about it. We know that static stretches, holding it for way more than 10 seconds before exercise, it's not the smartest thing to do, because you're sending that signal to your body that, hey, let's relax. I don't need tension in the muscles. I'm just taking it easy. Obviously, if anyone who's fenced will know, fencing is not taking it easy. You've got to explode at a split second's notice. Right then. Next up, okay, this is a slightly new invention of mine, and I call it the running cheerleader, okay? So knees up to about halfway towards the hips. We go forwards, forwards, up, up, side, side, down, down. Forwards, forwards, up, up, side, side, down, down. Forwards, forwards, up, up, side, side, down, down. Oops. Okay, I don't want to do that for any longer in case I make even more mistakes. Clearly, I'm not cut out to be a cheerleader. Okay, last thing we're going to do, feet shoulder width apart again. And we're just going to bend the knees a little bit, lift the heels off the floor, and we're just going to drive up onto our toes. Calf activators. Because really, when people talk about plyometrics when it comes to fencing, it's mostly about how you can use the calves to store and use a bit of extra energy. We'll come back to this though, because plyometrics is a really kind of nebulous title that doesn't really give too much away. Okay, so quick little drink, and then we go into set number one. Okay, so I'll try and do this one diagonally in the hope that you can see it more clearly. Exercise number one is the inchworm, okay? So you start in the press up position with the arms and legs straight. You walk your feet in as close as you can, then you walk the hands out. Walk the feet in as close as you can, walk the hands out. And when you run out of space, you go backwards. For the first exercise has begun. I'm going to go straight forward now and do the demonstration. Walk the feet up as far as you can, the hands out. Obviously, you're sticking your backside in the air on this, and a lot of you will get your feet much closer to your hands than I can, simply because I'm not that flexible. Exercise number one done. So 30 seconds between each one. Next one is bunny hops, okay? So just forwards and back. All I want you to do is, on the hop part, point the toes towards the floor as much as you can. And when you land, don't let the heels touch the ground. Okay? This makes it a little more plyometric. Okay, number two, in the bag. Number three, triceps dips. I did consider having a prop for this, but I don't know if you have a prop. And kind of the theme is bodyweight only, no extra equipment. So we're going to do tricep dips from the floor, hands facing forward, more or less below shoulders, and you can just lift your bum and then bend the elbows to your backside, just about touches the floor, and up you come again. Okay? Off we go. not exactly the most fun. Okay, jump split squat. So you're going to start, one leg forward, one leg back, hands on hips, and then you jump to the other side, okay? Again, that single leg focus that I mentioned in the intro, this specifically addresses that. Okay. Next up, tempo press up, okay? And this marks our almost the halfway stage. It won't be fun. Tricep dips, by the way. So, you take 3 seconds to go down, and 1 to come up, okay? If you can't do a press up, I want you to hold this position for 3 seconds and then come up, okay? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. The downward portion definitely seems to compromise your power on the way back up, which is why the tempo press up is more of a challenge than it sounds. Okay. Side steps next, we do a tiny little side step moves when we run out of space. Touch the floor, bend the knees, touch the floor, come the other way. Okay? I'm going to turn sideways for this one, more space. Okay. We got one more general exercise, and then we're into the footwork portion. Okay? So, crunches. Hands on thighs, and then nice and smoothly slide the thighs up to your knees, squeezing your abs and bringing the shoulders and the head off the floor. Okay. Footwork pyramid now. So we go 1 forward, 1 back, 2 forwards, 2 back, 3 forwards, 3 back, and then 2, and then 1. We're going to do this for a minute, okay? So all you fences out there, 30 seconds of footwork isn't really achieving anything. So we ignore the next beat that comes up, and off we go. Okay, a minute done. Good stuff. It's for 30 seconds. Definitely does the job. Okay, tap, tap footwork. With the ball of the foot, with the front foot. Tap where it is. Tap forward, tap back, and step. Back foot. Tap where it is, tap back, tap forward, and step. Tap, 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 step. Tap, 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 step. Okay? And try and reach from the knee, going forward. Don't pull your hips forward. Okay? There we go. Okay, 1 minute done. Into number 10, which is a development of what we did last time. Just about show it sideways. So rather than just step forward, step back, step forward, blah, 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 we're gonna go step, half step, okay? So we go step, half step, lunge. Step, half step, sorry, lunge, stop it. Step, half step, stop it. Step, half step, stop it. So as soon as your front foot lands on that half step, getting your arm out of the stop it and beginning your step back, okay? Go the other way. Okay, good stuff. The last one, simply lunging, okay? And then we'll develop it at the end of the second set. Arm goes first, comes back last, okay? Heel off the floor, push the heel down as you extend the arm into the lunge. Recover front foot, back arm, and the sole up. Okay, 1 minute. Off we go. Seconds left. Keep working. Okay. Set number 1. Finito. Water time. 30 seconds of rest gone. Thanks for the comments and responses to the second video. A few more likes would have been nice, but as long as you're watching it, getting benefit from it, that's the main thing. Some of the comments I had: slow down, you're going to give yourself a heart attack. That was from my mother, still looking out for me. Thanks, Mum. Another one was from chairman of Raw Time Resource Fencing Club, saying his son won't watch it unless there's someone who's about to scream. Okay, so we're going to have a go at that. So Laurie, this is for you. Okay. And also James from Sittingbourne. Oh, it's amazing. We've gone all around the world with these workouts. Sittingbourne, I don't even know where that country is. James from Sittingbourne said he couldn't do a full press up, hence I introduced the little anterior plank press up. Okay, so it turns out we've only got about 30 seconds of rest left, but if I need to talk more, I will. So, plyometrics, more specifically, is the stretch-shortening cycle, okay? So as muscles stretch to a certain amount, they store energy. And as they shorten, they can release that energy to help us with our movements, okay? Which is why, if you stood here like this, you wouldn't get any benefit out of the stretch-shortening cycle. If you're in a fixed on-guard position, maybe a bit, but not so much. But if you're really bouncing, muscle stretching, shortening, when you need that extra little kick from the potential energy, you can have it, okay? So plyometrics is misleading. It's not a good name. Stretch shortening cycle, muscle stretch, store energy as they shorten. As long as they're not stretched for too long, as they shorten, they release that energy, gives you a little bit of extra oomph. So, and the little half step we're doing is much more efficient, and that means we move both feet into position before trying to stop it. You draw their attack with the half step straight into the stop it, step back, okay? And if you wanted to see this done well, then really kind of Hughes O'Brien is perhaps the coach whose fencers kind of show this style more than any others. Other people do it. So you have a look at tapes of Gaultier Grumier, retired now, but also Sun Yuen, both trained by Hughes O'Brien, and you'll see this little half step trying to draw an action that they can attack into, okay? Right then, so we'll get on with second set, inchworms, off we go. Okay, so usual sweat box in here, 25 degrees outside. Feeling it now. Right, bunny hops next. So remember, we're really pointing the toes, which shortens the calf muscles, and as you land them, we're not putting the heels down. That little stretch loads the energy in for the next jump, okay? Very much like our little bouncy, soft footwork. Okay, off we go. Bunny hops done in the can. Tricep dips. Don't know about you, but these completely sucked last time. Much easier on a chair, but that's the way it is. Tricep dips on the floor. Try and really just push your hips up to give you a bit more space to do the dip. Try not to sag as you're doing them. Easier said than done. Okay. Wow, does that exercise isolate the triceps? It is not misnamed. Okay, jump squats next. So it's the first of the real cardio exercises. Once again, I've managed to sweat a face in my t-shirt, which takes a special level of skill. Maybe it looks a little like the scream by Edvard Munch. So Laurie, second scream of the workout for you. Okay, into position. Oh, hallelujah. That was getting hard. Tempo press up next. Doesn't get any easier. Like I say, the downward portion seems to rob your muscles of any explosiveness on the way up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Oh. Oh. By the way, I'm not breathing hard. I'm absolutely fine. If you hear like a panting sound, that's just sound effects I put in afterwards to make it sound like I'm working hard, okay? Next up is side steps. Remember, touch the floor as you change directions. Small side steps, yeah? Bip, 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 bip. We don't want these big swingy feet in fencing. Get it down quick, nice and neat. Crunches, and then we go into 4 rounds of footwork. Okay, let's go again. Okay, we got our footwork pyramid. Feet in line, knees bent. Keep the back heel off the ground. 1 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, 2 back, 3 forward, 3 back, 2 forward, 2 back, 1 forward, 1 back. Takes more concentration than it should. As soon as your mind wanders, you can lose count. On's the next beat, but remember, 1 minute. Stop on the first beat. Forward pyramid, climbed. Okay. Tap, tap foot with this side again. This takes concentration, this one. So, tap where you are, ball of the foot, okay? Then try and extend from the knee to tap forwards, because this is better than pulling the hip forward like a normal step. It gives more of you back and slightly out of distance, okay? There we go. Tap where you are, forward, back, and step. Tap, tap back, tap forward, step. Tap, forward, tap, step. 30 seconds left. Two to go. So remember, this is to half the fencing time required to draw an attack that you can counter-attack into. So if you go, even if it's a small quick step, ba, and then get your arm out for the stop it still takes longer than ba. But to mark the change, we do normal step, half step, arm out, for stop it, step back, full step, half step, arm out, step back, okay? Full step, half step, arm out, step back. As soon as the foot lands on that half step, get that arm out. Because a good fencer isn't going on your back foot coming forward, they're going on your front foot moving, which is why something like a balestra can work quite well against a stop hitter, because the front leg looks like it's going into a lunge. So you draw the attack to stop into, to counter-attack into, without committing yourself forward quite as much or taking quite as long to set the trap, okay? I want to go, I said I'd develop the lunge. So what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to go tap where you are, tap forward, tap back, tap forward, lunge, recover. Tap where you are, tap forward, tap back, tap forward, lunge. Because you can use this little half step to trick someone going into the lunge when all they've seen you do before is stop it. So there we go. Tap where you are, tap forward, tap back, tap forward, lunge. Tap, 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 lunge. Okay. Tap, 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 lunge. Tap, 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 lunge. That little tap lunge, foot goes forwards, okay? Tap, 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 lunge. Tap, 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 lunge. Very close to the TV. 30 seconds to go, keep working. Tap, 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 lunge. Tap, 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 lunge. So it looks forward. Miss that one. Tap, 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 forward lunge. Well, guys, and we're off. Grab some breath, grab a drink. Cat's about to make an appearance. Go on, buddy. Maybe that way, yeah? That's a better choice. So, just to kind of recap, if you're doing quite a lot of this as a little half step invitation. You see, Minobi did quite a lot of this, trying to draw the action, and then you might go into a short lunge, or you might just immediately just bounce the front foot off on the half step and go into the lunge, okay? So it can be an attack against an opponent that you've habituated to a little half step without actually following up with an attack. All you're doing is this, the occasional stop bit, and you just think of bah! You can catch them out, okay? Because it just mentally switches them off. Okay, let's go into our warm down. So, into our lunge position, and reaching out. Oh, the mouth on my t-shirt is screaming even more loudly. Look, that's very apt. That's t-shirt art of the highest order. It's the next big thing, trust me. Right, we're going to swing this one around. Okay, lunge on the non-dom side. Always good to do some non-dom work, so we're not too unilateral in everything we do. If you want to witness the dangers of unilateralism, just look at Donald Trump's presidency. Unilateral a go-go. Okay, so really leaning into the lunge. Reverse. Just inch that foot out a little more. Inch kind of works, the old imperial measurement, but if you say centimetre that foot out a bit more, nonsense. Because I guess a centimetre never became a verb, or not yet anyway. Okay, and now the really big stretch on our dom side, okay? Again, this is just, well, it's helping us warm down, okay? But it is helping us do the right stretching at the right time, okay? To actually extend our lunge, so we have more range in our lunge. Do it at the end, not at the start. Okay, we're gonna go into the cow stretch. On fours, and then you're gonna reach forward with the hands, lean back. With the hips, push the hips back, and you should feel that stretch around your shoulders and on your back. Okay, we go into the butterfly. Soles together, 4 feet towards you. Ease the legs down with arms. Okay, we just do one more. One leg out straight, toe towards you, cross over with the other leg, hug the bent leg. Hug it in and you should get a stretch on the leg that's flat on the floor. Make sure you keep that toe up and towards you. Also be a little bit of an IT stretch, a little bit of stretch around the base of the back, okay. Okay, you can obviously do more. Pigeon pose is a good one to finish with, but I'm going to wrap it up there before the face on my t-shirt takes over the whole world. Thank you for watching Lockdown Fencing Workout, Spinal Tap episode. Remember, next time it goes up to 11:04. Thank you.